맛있어?
Sauce, the green sauce, salsa rice. Tasty. That's a good bite. It's like a sandwich. You can eat the whole tail like that, huh? Yeah. Wow, these are nice.
never shows up. Well,
Do you craft these?
I do. You
do?
I do all the.
You're a
blades.
blacksmith?
Yeah. Well, it's not really a blacksmith.
But like,
Well, I guess it is.
oh,
I just use my foot though.
okay.
It's not hydraulic.
Doesn't matter. At least you tried.
No, you all come into the show and make fun of me.
Oh, my favorite. Local man. 바다 걸렸음. 만지지 말라 그랬는데.
This don't pick them up. I guess you could touch them.
그래? 한 번만 만져보고 가자 그럼.
writing studio. That's where he used to write the typewriter.
따라라라라. 우! 타잔인데? 근처가 좋아.
Chicken's eating the chicken.
Oh my god.
Chickens are eating the fried chicken bits. That's insane.
Oh no. 그래도 올라가서 먹진 않네.
Oh, these chickens are natural, honey. Chickens found in Key West are descendants of the jungle fowl that was originally found throughout the Caribbean, including Cuba. That's why they cook such good chicken, because they're natural animals. That's just like squirrels. Instead of squirrels, there's no squirrels, there's chickens. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Chicken?